Pak Sandiaga, Sanur Health Special Economic Zone is not a beach club. And Pak Sandiaga once again reveals another 10% of South Bali will be over-touristed. Stay tuned for details on these and other stories. Welcome to the latest news from Bali in Indonesia. This is August 12th, I think, 2024, and my name is Bruce. And what is the weather like? Another beautiful August day. Yes, it is 28.8 degrees Celsius. Wind speed is down a little bit today. It is 7.4 kilometers per hour, and humidity is 69%. And sunny and really, really pleasant. So if you are here, I hope that you are enjoying the weather, and if you're on your way here, you can expect to get some good weather. Come now before the rainy season starts. Okay, a lot of stuff about Pak Sandiaga today, right? He's going to be out of office in a few months when the new administration comes in. And so I guess he's taking this time to put his 2 cents worth, 2 rupees worth, into what is going on with tourism and the economy, especially here in Bali. And one of the big issues recently has been Sanur and building a beach club, and you've got the Icon Mall and traffic and all this stuff. And so what does he have to say? Minister of Tourism and Creative Economy, Sanur Health Special Economic Zones is not a beach club. So Pak Sandiaga emphasized that the government is encouraging wellness tourism in the Sanur area. This was conveyed by Pak Sandiaga in response to the plan to build a beach club on Jalan Danau Tamblingan in the Sanur area. He said, after we did a thorough planning, the beach club, was not continued. So because the government is pushing for the Health Special Economic Zone, we are directing it more towards wellness tourism in Sanur. In addition to health tourism, Pak Sandiaga also reminded that Bali is based on cultural and regional tourism. If you want to carry out development, he said, you need support from the environment and involving community leaders so that every development gets a positive response. Information about the plan to build a beach club in Sanur was discovered by Pak Sandiaga from reports that came in where bulletin boards for the construction of the club were installed at the construction site. After being investigated, the Ministry of Tourism and Creative Economy found that a permit had not been submitted and that there had been no consultation with the community. He said, we hope in the future there will be more solidarity with the community to have the opportunity to provide input on development and investment in the region. Pak Sandiaga has no bias towards this type of tourism because interest is indeed high. Investors often hold meetings in similar places talking about beach clubs. He said there is a beach club that's transformed into a village called Potato Head Village. Really? Okay. This is a new concept that must have flexibility to provide a quality, unforgettable experience for tourists. And what about Disneyland? Previously, the deputy mayor of Denpasar stated that the city government did not want the beach club to be in the Sanur area because it was feared it would change the characteristics of tourism in the area. For beach clubs, until today, in principle, the mayor has given directions to immediately eliminate beach clubs in Sanur because that will change the DNA of the tourism characteristics in the Sanur area. However, according to the deputy mayor, he and the mayor, Pak Jayanagara, did not know whether there had been an application for a permit for the beach club, as was widely discussed in the social media. He said, if there's going to be tourism development in Sanur, it should be upgrading the facilities that currently exist. According to him, to improve facilities in the Sanur area, the mayor plans to install street lighting and repair the sidewalks. All right. The mayor's desire is also to reduce traffic congestion. All great ideas. And hopefully they will come to fruition rather than another beach club in Bali. And some more from Pak Sandiaga. Tourism and Creative Economy Minister Sandiaga says another 10% of South Bali will be over-touristed. Bali's tourism areas are still not evenly distributed. Most tourists, both foreign and domestic, visit South Bali, such as Nusa Dua, Kuta, Canggu, and other areas of South Bali. This made Pak Sandiaga say that equal distribution of tourism in the area needs to be carried out in Bali. The increase in arrivals, he said, is very strong. I got the last figure in the first part of 2024, and it was up by 20%. And Bali is a prima donna location with daily visit rate of over 21,000. He said, we have homework now to distribute visits from foreign tourists to other areas outside of Bali, and we hope this can be done with development assistance in West, North, and East Bali. Pak Sandiaga invited investors to try Bali's tourist areas other than South Bali. He said South Bali will soon be approaching over-tourism. Okay. I haven't said over-tourism, but it's approaching an increase of 10%. It can be complete over-tourism. Don't let this become like Barcelona, where tourists have become our common enemy. We want it to remain conducive because I talked to the Hotel Association. The occupancy rate may have improved to 90%. Wow. And I have seen on social media people saying that they could not get rooms where they wanted to. But he said people need to travel to other parts of the island. And of course, one of them is Buleleng, and you've got Karangasem, and you have Tabanan, and Klungkung, Jembrana, Bangli, a number of areas where the number of tourists are much less than in the south. According to Pak Sandiaga, the reason why tourists go to South Bali is because the tourist ecosystem is better down there. Of course, amazing amounts of traffic wherever you go down there. He said, let's spread it out. Now, one of the issues with this is, as they talk about building an airport up here in the north and the casino, which I've talked about in the last couple of videos, is it would change significantly the, what do we want to call it, the DNA of tourism here. I think most people come up north because they want to get away from the south. They want to get away from the noise and the beach clubs, and they want to kick back and have a more relaxed time. And there's a lot of cool stuff to do up here. There's temples and black sand beaches, if you like black sand beaches. The dolphin thing is, of course, one of the attractions that is known. There's a lot of beautiful nature up here, a lot of small villages, and you've got some tourist areas like Lovina and Pemutaran and Ayasani, and up in the mountains you have Munduk, and so there's a lot of stuff to do up here. It's just not as exciting. I know some people, when they come up here, they say, well, after 2 days I was bored, there was nothing to do, so I left. Okay. Those are people that should probably be down south. If you come up here and you like to just kind of kick back and you want to learn about Balinese culture and meet some people, go to some villages and really understand more of what happens in the island away from the tourist area, this is one of the places to go, along with Karangasem and Tabanan and Jembrana. And, well, Bangli, I guess I really haven't spent much time in Bangli. We have the Minister of Tourism saying that the South is really about to be over-touristed, and ain't that the truth? Okay, and more Pak Sandiaga. Pak Sandiaga sends team to handle tourist boat sinking incident in Komodo National Park. Yes, a boat sank in Komodo National Park. The Mona Lisa 1 sank in the waters of Komodo a few days ago on Thursday morning, and during his visit, the Minister of Creative Economy and Tourism had a chance to see the wreck of the ship. He immediately sent a team to handle the incident. The incident involving the tourist boat, they had 5 tourists, and it occurred just hours before Pak Sandiaga had arrived in the waters of Komodo National Park. He said he saw the ship at Pink Beach and everyone had been evacuated already, and there were no injuries according to reports. The passengers and the crew were safely evacuated by the crew of the nearest ship at around 8:20 in the morning. And apparently, the Mona Lisa ship was sank due to strong winds and high waves. If you come here, you've got to be ready. Make sure if you come here, you have some kind of insurance so you don't end up as a GoFundMe. page. You never know what's going to happen. I know people that have driven around here for years, local people, getting into accidents all the time, getting killed. So this is not the safest place in the world to drive, or sometimes be on ships. So take care wherever you go. And so Pak Sandiaga was obviously busy over last week. And what about the Gilimanuk-Mengwi Toll Road? Residents asked for land to be returned if Gilimanuk-Mengwi Toll Road project is unclear. The community that's been affected by this held a peaceful demonstration, and they asked for their land to be returned if there's no clarity on the toll project. This demonstration took place in Antasari village in Tabanan on Thursday. The action was attended by dozens of people affected by the road project. The head of the Bali Toll Affected Villagers Forum, Inyoman Arnawa, said that the affected landowners were confused because there's no clarity, especially regarding land acquisition. Residents asked that their land be returned. He said, the community, in essence, said if it's not going to be done, give us back our rights so that the land can be utilized. The project is expected to smooth the wheels of Indonesian economy in the central region, but it's not been clear up till now. Even the land of the residents has been marked in the Gilimanuk-Mengwi Toll Project area, 3 regencies, has not received certainty regarding its procurement. As a result, residents are confused and do not know what to do about the project. The titles for the land, certificates for the land, are still held by the residents, but they're told that they cannot sell it or pledge it or so on. This disrupts the psychology of the community, he said. Arnawa said many residents are anxious because they feel left hanging. At least 1,113 hectares of land are affected in 50 villages in Jembrana, Tabanan, and Badung. He said, what about our rights? And so, he said, people are not able to meet their obligations because they've got this land that they own, but they can't borrow any money on it, they can't sell it, they don't really want to plant on it because they don't know what's happening. And this toll road thing has been going on for almost 2 years now, and still no certainty. The villagers have requested that Pak Jokowi follow up on the community's complaints. They sent him a letter and asked him to deal with this. I don't know what the response has been from him, not mentioned in this article. Okay, that's it. Thanks for viewing. Be kind to someone today. Stay safe, and I will see you next time.